Maybe two to four a year or something like that, if that many.
In parts of the canal that are now under the control of Panama, there have been complaints that things have gone sour, with charges the Panamanians have let sections the Americans once controlled fall into disrepair. Joe says whether or not that is true, the canal still seems to run smoothly, with few changes from when the U.S. ran it completely. Just ahead of the ship now are the Gatun locks, the final hurdle on this 8-hour venture from the Pacific to the Atlantic Ocean via the Panama Canal, which means that after the ship passes through them, Joe's job is over, at least for this day. As the freighter clears the last set of locks and is ready to head out to the Caribbean, then the Atlantic Ocean, Joe is picked up by a crew boat and will be up again early tomorrow to take another ship through the Panama Canal.
Town on a boat from the southern islands, sailing to reach for a following sea. She was making for the trades on the outside and the downhill run to Papa Ete. Off the wind on this heading line, the Marquesas. Got 80 feet of a water line, nicely making way in a noisy bar in Avalon. I tried to call you, but on a midnight watch I realized why twice you ran away. Think about how many times I had fallen. Spirits are using me. Lord, your voice is calling. What heaven brought you and me cannot be forgotten. I have been around the world, looking for that woman girl who knows love can endure, and you know it will. When you see the Southern Cross for the first time, you understand now why you came this way. 'Cause the truth you might be running from is so small, but it's as big as the promise of a coming day. So I'm sailing for tomorrow, my dreams are a-dying, and my love is an anchor tied to you, tied with a silver chain. I have my ship and all her flags are a-flying. She is all that I have left, and music is her name. Think about how many times I have fallen. Spirits are using me, but your voice is calling. What heaven brought you and me cannot be forgotten. I have been around the world, looking for that woman girl who knows love can endure, and you know it will, and you know.
How does a businessman in New Orleans make his customers happy? Well, he gives them a little lagniappe. That's a Creole word meaning a little gift with a purchase. In other words, he gives them a little something extra. With WWL's lagniappe feature package, you too can keep your viewers and advertisers happy the same way. you can add a little something extra to your news or information program with our lineup of experts. As America's toughest lawyer, Roy Cohn has earned the reputation of enjoying and winning a good fight. His success in the courtroom has earned him a client list ranging from members of the Ford family and Mick Jagger to Arab oil sheiks and the New York Yankees. Recently, Cohn turned his efforts in a new direction with a best-selling book, How to Stand Up for Your Rights and Win. In it, he shows the average person that it doesn't always take an expensive attorney to tackle legal problems. Now, the information Cohn provided his readers is available to television viewers in a series of short, to-the-point features.
Here we are at Studio 54, no doubt the hottest club in the United States. If you talk about a legal piece of paper to these guys and gals having a good time, they probably think you're crazy. But a good time might lead to a serious, lasting relationship, and then a legal piece of paper might become important.
Whether the problem is small, the dry cleaners ruined your best suit, or large, you're about to be arrested, Cohn uses his legal expertise to provide no-nonsense solutions. According to New York Times food writer Craig Claiborne, Paul Prudhomme is a celebrated, internationally known chef who just happens to have been born in the United States. The most important creative force in the art of Cajun cuisine, Paul Prudhomme's reputation has grown to the point that he is generally recognized as one of America's best chefs. From his New Orleans French Quarter restaurant, K. Paul's Louisiana Kitchen, the K stands for his wife Kay, Prudhomme cooks up everything from simple South Louisiana country recipes to international favorites. Now he takes his unusual cooking style to television with a series of tips ranging in length from 2 to 8 minutes.
There we have eggplant bayouteche.
Presenting anything from a simple everyday dish to an extravagant specialty, Chef Paul delivers his food and cooking tips in a free and easy style that turns learning into entertainment. Dr. Marina Granick is a practicing clinical psychologist who for the past 2 years has produced weekly television tips on subjects ranging from shyness and jealousy to obscene phone calls and wife swapping. A graduate of New York University and the University of Houston's PhD program, Dr. Granick has the ability to turn difficult concepts and theories into easy-to-understand features on the problems we all deal with daily.
People learn to be shy and can unlearn it too. Now, no one's shy all the time, so an important first step is to figure out what situations and which people bring out your shyness.
Starting as a tipster on the New Orleans edition of PM Magazine, Dr. Granick is now seen on some 100 PM and evening magazines across the country. Knowledge, personality, and attractiveness combine to make Dr. Granick an audience builder with a subject that is interesting to everyone. Long on common sense and short on pretense, New Orleans Saints head coach Bum Phillips is one of a kind. His approach to sports is as distinctive as his lizard-skin cowboy boots, flat-top haircut, ever-present Stetson, and easy-going howdy. Unlike most coaches who take to the air with a Monday morning quarterback's report on Sunday's action, Bum Phillips gives viewers an insider's look at life in the NFL. With no-nonsense comments on subjects ranging from the computer's role in pro football to criticism of the referee system, Bum's ideas about the country's most popular sport are 50% gridiron, 50% sagebrush, and 100% straightforward.
You know, my goal, everybody says, you know, a football coach is born to be a football coach, but I took up football coaching until I thought I could get me a better job. I didn't really get into coaching thinking that I was going to make it a 35-year career. I got into it because I had to have a job. I had a wife and 2 children, and it was available, and I thought, well, it'd be a good thing to do till I can get a good job.
Each Bum on Football segment is geared not just for the football fan, but also for the viewer who appreciates the homespun wit and honest warmth of this country boy turned football genius. Roy Cohn, Chef Paul Prudhomme, Dr. Marina Granick, and Coach Bum Phillips. 4 people to help you add a little something extra, a little lagniappe to your news or information program. Bruce Thomas or Richard Aiken can answer any questions you have.